Hello and welcome. Duncan here from the Americans First Patriot or Americans First Political Party. I want to say thank you. Today is my second live broadcast on this thing. I want to get into some strong things about the plan. Okay, and this is not what you think it is. So, as you know, the Americans First Political Party is making a stand. We're getting together. Many states are getting involved. Many politicians are getting involved. Many Americans that are wanting to be politicians are starting to get involved. More and more people are asking me about the movement. More and more people are wanting to join the movement. This thing is getting big, and it's getting big quick. Now, I was asked about different various things. What's the goal? What's the plan? What do we have to do? And let me just start by saying we live in a country right now that is constantly being stripped from us. We live in a nation where being a patriotic American is wrong. It's looked down upon. We live in a nation where people are twisted and they don't know the difference between racism and nationalism. We live in a nation where we have so many undocumented and so many refugees that we no longer respect, love, and cherish our country the way we once did. We live in a nation where every day the American dream is slipping away from us. But yet, there's a vast majority of Americans that are getting sick and tired of it. We live in a nation where our corrupt politicians get voted into office and then they trade or sell our rights away. They trade or sell or create laws that dictate how we should live in our country. Our forefathers never made this country with the idea that we should be represented by big political entities. The idea was that we, the people, should be able to represent ourselves, that we, the people, have the right to represent ourselves, and that in any case that our representatives did not and do not represent us, then we have the right to replace their asses. So now let me get back to this country being stripped from us. We looking around. We live in a generation now where it's not American to say God bless America. We live in a generation where it's not American to flaunt your American flag. We live in a generation where it's not okay to say God bless. It's not okay to go out and give. It's not okay to help. It's not okay to preach about the American core values, the tradition. They try to hide our history. They strip our heritage from us. They control us in every aspect that we live. And yet they want us to believe that we vote for this. How many times on a local ballot have we seen measures we voted for pass or fail and then have them dictated upon us only to find out that our votes really didn't matter? How many of us live in states that are dictated by one city? I live in Oregon. We have 37 counties here, or 36 counties here, and 29 of them are silenced by big city politics. When is it going to end? When are the American people going to stand up? When are the American people going to say, stop stripping my rights? Stop taking from. How long are we going to sit back and let our nation fall apart? MAGA was a breath of fresh air. President Trump was a breath of fresh air. But the question is, what's next? What happens after President Trump? Where do we go from here? Who's the next charismatic? Who's the next person, president? Who's the next political entity that's going to step up and take his place? Who's going to continue pushing this MAGA movement? That's the question. So you ask yourself, who's next? And that's where the Americans First Political Party comes in. That's what we're here to do. We're here to who is next. See, we believe that politics should be ran in this country by the American people. We believe that the best politicians in this country are the American people that are fighting for their rights. So we are set out on a mission. We're going to every state. And go ahead, baby, you can buy. I am. I'm just gonna shoot. We're going into every state. We're creating a chapter We're getting a spokesman. And we're supporting MAGA candidates. We're supporting people who want to make a difference. And we're getting out there and we're getting involved. We're getting more and more people involved. More people are coming to me on every state almost in this country. People are asking me about their chapter, what they can do to create this and make it bigger than it is. So I'm going to tell you right now, the Americans First Party is here. We're here and we're here to stay. And a lot of what we believe in is MAGA based. It's conservative based. It's tradition. It's constitution. It's the American will, the American desire, and the American dream to protect it. If we sit back and allow it to continue going the way it is, we the people won't mean nothing. By the people will be pointless. For the people will be dictation. That's what it is. That's what it's getting to. If you look at every aspect of this country, from the religion down to our schools, down to our politics, every aspect has been used and pitted against us as the American people. We're led to believe that we don't have the power to control things in this country. We're led to believe that we should allow our borders to be open. We should allow people to walk over and to steal from us, to take from us, to hurt us, to injure us, or kill us. We're taught to believe that it's okay for drugs, weapons, and gang members and violence to come pouring over our open borders. And we're supposed to do nothing about it. We're led to believe that it's okay to sit back and watch our politicians sell our votes, trade our votes, our words. We're led to believe that they're representing us when every time we vote for something, it gets denied. We're led to believe that as they impose more and more and more taxes upon us, it's for the greater good of the American people. We're led to believe that as they strip our jobs and our industries and our economy, we're led to believe that that's okay because they want to pump welfare into every city, into every home, so that we all are in debt to them. You see, that's their plan. Their plan is to dictate us. Their plan is to subvert us. Their plan is to submit us by giving us more and more debt, putting us on benefits so that we're drowning every month. That's their plan, but that's not our plan. Our plan is to take our country back. Our plan is to go into your home. Our plan is to recruit you and ask you, what are you going to do for America? You see, there's an old quote that once said, don't ask what this country can do for you, but instead ask what you can do for this country. And there is no more important time than now to understand what that meaning is. Supporting abortion while our people are dying of diseases. You see, the Americans First political party says enough is enough. When does the American people stand up and get to choose instead of being? You see, this is supposed to be a free country led by the American people, the free American citizens. Yet, we sat back for far too long and allowed our country to be dictated. We've allowed our country to be stripped from us. And now we fight every day to keep our rights. Our gun rights is just the beginning. How many of us have heard gun control, gun control, gun control? In every state, there's a gun control initiative. And make no mistake, that's part of their plan. Part of their plan is to start taking more and more guns away from God-loving, God-fearing Americans. You see, when it all comes down to it, the more of us they can be armed, the better chances they have of taking over our country. That's why the Americans First political party will always stand for this amendment. We will always support the NRA. And we will never back down from a challenge. And that's straight up. We're the guys that bury our guns and wait for the fight. We're the guys that refuse to give in to big government. We refuse to be dictated. We refuse to sit back and allow this country to fall in the hands of the corrupt, to fall in the hands of the crooked or the anti-American. This is our country. our home, and we will fight for it. That's why I'm coming to you. I'm asking you right now to get out there, get involved. Go to your state chapter. You can go to any state that you live in and type in Americans First, and you can get involved. If you're on Facebook, go look up your local chapters. Almost every state has one. Be involved. Ask to join. Ask what you can do to help. We need help. We need people to be involved. We need more and more people to continue pushing this movement, to continue growing what we're doing. We need more and more people to understand that the liberal left is subverted into anti-American socialism, while the Republican rhino right has been faulted and subverted into big money, big pharmaceutical, and big government. At some point, the American people have to stand. At some point, we have to take initiative on our own. And we have to tell these politicians that we hired to get the hell out of town because they're fired. At some point, we have to stand up and we have to make that point clear that this is America and we will not step back and let it fall. So I'm asking you to join me. Join us, the Americans First Political Party. I'm asking you not just to subscribe to my channel, but subscribe to the idea, subscribe to the movement that we've been held on our knees for far too long. Subscribe to the idea that this could be better than it is. Subscribe to the idea that a party like the Americans First Party can be bigger than either party could ever dream of. Subscribe to the idea that we, the people, for the people, and by the people. Because that's what our forefathers wanted. That's how it was created and intended to be. So stand with us as we bring right back to the wrong. Thank you. God bless and have a great day. Happy New Year's.